Hello guys, and welcome to another quick tutorial from Vintage Radar. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the watch battery on your Michel Quartz watch. Today we have the Chronograph version with the screw down back. So this is going to be the version where we are going to use a watch wrench in order to open the back of the watch. I'm going to open the back of the watch, replace the watch battery, show you how to read the exact model that we have when it comes to the watch battery and how to order the proper one for your watch. Then I'm going to show you how to reset the chronograph after your battery replacement, because that can be off center, so you also want to watch that as well. When it comes to the tools that you see here on the table, I have a pair of tweezers, then I have a pin remover, which is going to be very useful in order to open up the buckle so that I can have easier access to the back of the watch. Then I have a watch wrench. As you can see, this is used in order to open the screw down backs on various watch models. I also have a back case opener. These are used for snap off backs, so we are not going to use this one. And I also have a watch press in case you have a snap off back, because you want to close the back of the watch at the end. So although we are not going to use these two, you might have a different variation, so make sure to to look at the back of the watch and order all the proper tools. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. Today our watch is going to work with the AG6 watch battery, or the 371 battery. Here you can see that we have two new batteries from different manufacturers, but our watch already has a brand new watch battery, but this is how your new watch batteries would come. Now the first thing that we are going to do, as I mentioned, in order to have easier access to the back of the watch, is to remove the pin right here. So this last part is held in place by a small pin, a small metallic part. I'm going to use the end with just one tip. I'm going to press down, then move it a little. You are going to hear a small click, and we are going to remove this metallic pin that actually holds the bracelet together. I'm going to put it right here. So make sure to always have a free workplace so that you do not lose any of the parts. Here we can now easily have a look at the back of the watch. As you can see, we have these small holes where we could actually place in the watch wrench in order to open the back of the watch. Now there are going to be some tutorials online where you can actually open these with a pair of pliers, but it is very easy to scratch the watch, so I would definitely recommend to invest in a basic watchmaker toolkit, because it will have all the basic tools that you need in order to do this by yourself at home and not damage the watch. So what I am going to do is to take the watch wrench that can be adjusted, so you can rotate this wheel right here in order to get these two parts closer or further apart, and also the handle can be screwed in or unscrewed in order to move this part of the wrench. So all these three pins must touch one of these three holes right here. So I'm going to first touch the first one, the second one, and when it comes to the third, you can see that I need to make a small adjustment. And then we are going to rotate the back of the watch in a counterclockwise direction, so to the left, just like this. You can see that the back of the watch is moving, and now you can easily open the rest using your fingers. So you can unscrew it until it opens fully. Then we are going to take the back of the watch out. Here usually on the back, so on the inner part, you can have some additional information. In this case, you can see that after battery replacement, we need to short circuit the AC and the plus of the watch battery. So we also need to do this small AC reset after we have replaced the watch battery, so that we eliminate all errors from within the watch. So we are also going to do that. Now I'm going to place the back of the watch here on the left side, and now we have access to the watch movement. Now I'm going to use this pair of tweezers in order to remove the plastic support, so the plastic movement support that we have right here in order to have easier access to the watch cage, to open it up and to remove the watch battery. Now, something really important when you maneuver your watches is to never touch these parts right here. So these are the coils. You can usually have one, but since this is a chronograph watch, it has two. If you touch any of these and you damage them a little, your watch isn't going to work anymore. So always make sure to only work on your part where you have the watch battery, or to remove the plastic support or the plastic cover from the other side. So never touch the coils. So I'm going to open it up, so to remove it from this end where we have the watch crown, so that I avoid touching the coils. Then I'm going to take it out using my hands. As you can see, gently, do not apply too much pressure. Now I'm going to hold in the movement, and I'm going to take the plastic right here off. Now I'm going to also position it here on the left side, and now we have better access to the watch battery. As you can see, it has two metallic parts that actually hold in the watch battery. One is fixed to the movement, where you also have a screw, and then we have this part where we can actually open, so loosen up the cage a little bit in order to have access to the watch battery and to remove it. So let's do that. I'm going to use one tip of the pair of tweezers, open the watch cage just like this. You can see that this metallic part is now a little bit loose, and now I can easily take a tip of my tweezers and go with it underneath the watch battery and then remove it. So gently take the watch battery out. As you can see, now the watch isn't ticking anymore. So now we are going to take the new watch battery that we have pre-ordered. So make sure to always order the watch battery beforehand so that you have all the tools needed. You can look online for the exact watch battery type. Usually chronograph watches are going to use this AG6 or the 371 watch battery. Once again, link in the description box below, guys. I'm going to use the same watch battery because this is almost brand new, so I can definitely use it. Something really important is that when you remove the old watch battery, you can actually read the number on the back of the watch battery. So where you have this plus part of the watch battery, you can actually read 371, and then we have the battery manufacturer, which is Renata. So this is how you can find the exact watch battery type that you used to have within your watch. Then I'm going to take the new watch battery, place it the same way as it was initially, so with the plus facing up. You also have a small part right here where it actually says that the plus up should actually be upwards. Then I'm going to push it inside, and you need to press a little on the watch cage so that it closes, just like this, and you can also hear a small snap. This means that the watch battery is now in place, and now if I look at my watch, you can see that it started to tick. Now guys, after you have replaced the watch battery, we also need to do the AC reset. As I mentioned here on the back, so on the inner part of the watch back, we have mentioned that after replacing the battery, we need to connect the AC and the battery plus. So what you want to do is to have a look on the back of the movement and read everything that is written. As you can see, we have up and plus. This indicates the fact that the battery should be facing with the plus side upwards, so facing us. Then we have push. We have the number of joules of the movement, and here a very tiny AC and a small arrow that points to this part. So what we want to do is to connect the plus and this point right here and hold it for 3 seconds. After that, you should be good to go. You can also look on the front of the watch and you'll be able to see the subdial right here moving a little. This is a good indication that it is working. So I'm also going to show you that. So you could see that there was a small movement of the sub-second right here. Now we also need to align this, and I'm going to show you how to do that at the end. Then what you want to do is to have the entire process done backwards. So what you want to do is to place in this plastic support back. Make sure to take your time to press it down. Sometimes you can use the pair of tweezers in order to push down the plastic. Once again, make sure not to touch any of these parts right here, so the coils, because you can damage the watch. Usually the watch should have a gasket, so a rubber gasket that would be placed right here. This one is missing the gasket and I do not have a replacement for it, but make sure to take the original gasket, grease it if you have the option, and then put it right where it was before, because this actually ensures your water resistance. And then we are going to put the back of the watch back in its initial position. You can move it a little until it perfectly fits in, and then you are going to rotate it in a clockwise direction. You will be able to screw it down a little using your bare hands, and after that is no longer possible, we are going to use the watch wrench, so the tool that we have used initially. So make sure to also take your time. As you can see, this time we are going to screw it in a clockwise direction, so the other way around. You can see that we already have the writing perfectly aligned, Michel Quartz. And now what I want to do is to also place back the pin. So what I'm going to do is to place one tip of the pin right there. Then I'm going to hold it with my left hand, and then I'm going to use the side with two teeth, so with the two tips, and then I'm going to push inwards the pin and at the same time underneath, so that it goes inside the second hole. Then you need to hear a small click, most likely, just like that. You can test the bracelet to make sure that it is working. And now what is left to do is to actually align the subdial of the seconds hand when it comes to the chronograph. And what we want to do is to pull the crown to the last position. And as you can see, I can use the pushers in order to go in one direction or the other. So what you want to do is to either push and hold. This is going to speed scroll, so to move faster. And as you can see, this one moves as well. And then I'm going to go backwards and I'm going to perfectly align it to 12 o'clock, as well as the one at 6 o'clock. In case you go a little bit too far, you can see that you can go backwards. This is one type of chrono hand alignment, but there are going to be other watches that have different ways of realigning the watch hands. So you can use both pushers, and you need to also pull the crown to the first position and then to the second one. I have other guides on the channel, for example, for Seiko chronograph watches, for Citizen, for also the Swatch X Omega collaboration that they have, so make sure to check them out as well. So guys, that was the quick tutorial that I had for you today. You now know how to replace the watch battery on your Michel Quartz watch, how to do the AC reset, and also how to align the watch hands of your watch after you have done the battery replacement. In case you found this video useful, guys, and I hope you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It really helps a lot. Let me know in the comment section below if you managed to do so. How was it? Was it difficult? Was it easy? And also, what were the difficulties that you found along the way? Maybe I can make a further tutorial, so a second tutorial, in case there is something that I missed or something that was a different variation on your watch. Once again, guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and I'm going to see you on the next video.